I'm sorry, Shamoo CT. Catch you now. Alright, man, I'll catch you later. Oh, I mistyped that.
3, 2, 1.
And this will be for loser semifinals.
No contest.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually... Oh, no. Okay, so Shamoo earlier played against Desai's Roy, which ended up being a blow-for-blow match that came down to the wire pretty much every game of the set. So expect to see something very similar here. That said, you know, if Shamoo was able to keep that close with a player like Desai on this character, might have an edge to pull away even further against CT. But we'll have to see. That remains to be seen. Uppy out of shield, solid damage. This is once again a game that is solidly about the spacing. Neither of these characters wants to get caught up in the other strings and juggle game, and they're both going to have a little bit of trouble getting out once they're there, so you're going to see a lot of care put into this neutral. Shamoo now has the ledge. Looking for that stock, but able to at least shove his CT Thunder back out. Up tilt actually going to kill at that percent. Shamoo taking the first stock in the set here. The shielding, those pokes. Not getting shield pokes, getting out before that becomes a problem. Uppy out of shield is another solid 24%. Shamoo just dominating the ground game right now, not letting CT Thunder back into neutral. Just not letting him play the game at the moment. CT's going to need to find a way to get back to neutral and then win a couple of solid neutral interactions here. The parries back and forth, adding a little bit extra flavor to this match. A lot of this, you know, is coming down to what frame data beats what on shield at what percents, or what, you know, spacings and timings, but those parries, shake that up in a big way. 3 frames of advantage. Or 3 frames, or 8 frames? Some number of frames. Forwards, or counter going to catch Shamoo's recovery though, and that is the one, that is probably the one downside, honestly, Chrom has in this matchup. I mean, otherwise, you've got better spacing. You can afford to stay further away. You're incentivized to stay further away by not being in that Roy sweet spot range. But the recovery, if you have to recover from too far down, Roy just gets to kill you for free with that counter. And that is going to put Shamoo in a rough spot here. However, Shamoo was able to get that stock a minute ago and keep a 1 stock advantage and even find the spike on CT right there on the ledge. No ledge trap game this time, just directly to the blast zone. Shamoo gonna take game 1. And I've had the names on the wrong sides again. I apologize. Let's fix that. Hey, Olim, how's it going? All right, game 2. Let's see. Are we sticking to the same characters? Roy versus Chrom. All right, game 2. Going to Battlefield instead. Honestly, I could not tell you what stages are better in this matchup. My monkey brain says small stage good for Roy. And since CT went for the smaller stage, you know, that maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm right for the wrong reasons, but maybe I'm right. Shamoo, though, still just keeping a solid control on this neutral either way. Uppy out of shield. On this stage, too, with the Battlefield, with that 3rd platform up high, Shamoo's a lot safer throwing that Uppy out if he's under that platform. Doesn't have to worry about getting punished quite as hard because he can just land up there or mix up and fall through, if I'm not mistaken. Which is, oh, jab into the baited air dodge, into the forward smash. Gives CT that first stock, even though the neutral was a little rough for him to stock. That, you know, just finding the right punish at the right moment is enough when you're playing Roy. That's all you need. Jab to back air, not going to kill for Shamoo the same way it does for Roy, but does send up to 122%. So the next big thing Shamoo finds, probably going to take a stock. And at this point, even an up tilt or an up air might just do it, but Shamoo has to play super safe at forward tilt. Putting CT in a really bad spot. Has to get back onto the ledge here. Not gonna happen. Run off fair. Shamoo takes the stock lead once again and only at 37%. That is a lot of space to rack up some extra credit here. Let's see if CT can equalize that, or Shamoo's going to be pulling away with the lead here. So far, looking like the latter. Just inches and pixels between some of these strikes, and then just frames of difference on shield are changing who wins and who loses neutral here. Right now, benefiting CT. CT has the ledge. Ooh, gonna get punished on strobing shield by the get up attack, and Shamoo finds a solid combo off of it. Down tilt and the forward smash. Now has the stock advantage here. CT looking to even this back up. It's only gonna take one big hit. Standing dodge gonna get punished. Shamoo just taking these faster hits, racking up his percentage a little bit at a time. Oh, that up tilt, though, going to set up for, okay, another side B. We're hitting quite a few side Bs right now. Shamoo perfectly happy to go for that for the punish, knowing he can cancel it, or not cancel it, but stop hitting the button a little bit earlier if the whiff does happen. Anything that gets safe spacing on shield but gets punished for the roll out afterwards. Point blank F tilt, and the stocks are even. CT, though, racking up percentage on this last stock here, too, with those nairs, but Shamoo ultimately able to break out, find the jab to back air, and is going to take that set 2-0. Chrom taking the set over Roy this time, but Shamoo will still have to run back through Shaman to get another shot at Desai's Roy in Grand Finals. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is loser semis, this is best of 5. Ignore me, we're still going. We're still going, this is still going. CT can still bring this back. Let's go. Let's go. Back to Battlefield. I like that. Battlefield definitely felt closer. Maybe with this little bit of extra data CT got over the past game, that will be enough to find these big punishes, find that damage that needs to happen, and take a game in this set versus Shamoo here. Playing much more evasively in the neutral. There's, on average, way more distance between the characters than we saw last game. Both players really leaning into the dash back as a spacing tool here. Every time you whiff one of those hits, though, you think it's going to combo and it doesn't, and that's how the driver's seat changes hands. Or, yeah, pretend that made sense. Big back air from Shamoo, threatening the offstage game. CT's going to up B right past the ledge for that extra bit of damage, but it doesn't ultimately get him back to stage. Shamoo with a big forward smash. Going to take that first stock. And again, back to this very delicate spacing game. Both players just making sure, most of all, not to land on each other with the aerials. The parry, still not enough to punish CT there for that. But these up airs, oh. A lot of damage coming off of that juggle, and now CT holding the ledge. Shamoo instead, though, jumps up with the fair, able to get back on stage there. And now instead of inches, it's frames. We are just outside of each other's, punishable windows here. But whether it's time or whether it's space, there's a very little distance between these players. And that is making for some real nail-biter here. The dash attack just gets thrown out on ledge, so that burst option is going to take the stock. Shamoo says, I got a dash attack too. I can do that. I'm just swing it right back. CT's stuck on the ledge now. Shamoo's didn't quite get the stock like CT's does, which means CT has a chance to get back into this here, but another dash attack from Shamoo is going to prevent that from happening. We're at 0-0 last stock, but Shamoo coming out strong, 47%, just like that, and then the counter. That just might be it. Oh, Shamoo perfectly spaced. The counter did not have the range to hit him there, but CT still just keeping control of the match here. Jab the back air, another solid chunk of percent. This is not looking good. I'm sorry, Shamoo still has 2 stocks left. I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, though, when you're getting bullied around the stage like this, it's not looking good for Shamoo. 2 stocks or no. CT looking like, well, Just as I said that though, Shamoo able to get back into the driver's seat here. Solid juggle combos. And just the pressure is relentless. CT able to break it with that forward air. Oh no! You can see where that, you can see the plan there that was meant to be a up B to cover Chrom's space back to the stage, but the reversal just didn't happen. And instead Roy went out way too far to recover. Shamoo gonna take that set 3-0, but man, that last stock for CT